amazingly well. If you hear like, that's my birds flying around. I have two of them, and they're probably gonna try at least to come over here. But yeah, I'm just gonna add a little definition. And the method I'm using, those of you out there who might want to get into painting or art, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just remember that. Remember that there's no right or wrong when it comes to creating art. All that matters is that you enjoy what you're creating. That goes for anything in life, really. Always enjoy what you do. As long as what you do doesn't hurt others. Not unjustifiably, at least. Yeah. So let's see. I had a good day today. Had a really good day. What did I do today? Well, I put up my mother's Christmas decorations. That was something that needed to be done, at least before the Christmas season's already over. So I managed to get that accomplished. And it felt good. I did a very extensive podcast this evening in regards to some things that I noticed online over the past few days, and I wanted to get through chapter 5 of the recently departed Shelley Lubin's book, and I did. That was such a good chapter. It really hit home on one of my favorite topics, which is the topic of race, ethnicity, and how we all relate to each other. Racism is a very difficult topic to talk about, but I see how and why it happens. I really see how and why it happens. I felt it. I fought it. And really, I think humanity as a whole just needs to talk about it more. I think if people talked about a lot of things more, the world would be a bit better of a place. But people are afraid to talk. They really are. They're afraid to talk. So many people are just afraid to be. Afraid to speak out, afraid to talk, afraid to listen. I think I'm on the wrong planet, personally. I've got to be. I have got to be on the wrong freaking planet. Because just the level of fear I constantly observe, I'm tired of it. I guess because I'm not afraid of too much. At least not anymore. Used to be. Not now. Because I feel like whatever's going to happen is just going to happen. Maybe that's why. That's probably why. I just feel like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. No need to be afraid. Because you can't run from the truth. No matter what, the truth always finds you. No matter what. There's nowhere to run. I'll tell you this, when you tell the truth, you often feel much better. Much better. I learned something very interesting this weekend in regards to someone's identity and a certain alias that they use. I don't think the person uses the alias by themselves. I think they use it in conjunction with others. But I just learned the truth of that today, and it's weird because if this had been, I don't know, even a year ago, I'd be flying off the handle. But I'm not even upset about the situation. It's strange. I think I'm not upset about it because I kind of know how it's going to resolve. Maybe that's why. And also, maybe I'm not upset about it because I'm a strong believer in the reality of the other side. In other words, life after death. I do believe that in some cases, especially if there's something that needs to be resolved and it hasn't been resolved before you die, I think sometimes people are able to essentially reach through the metaphorical veil and complete whatever task they feel needs to be completed. And I know this is going to sound strange, and I'm not going to even elaborate too much in detail, but I think I'm witnessing it happen right now in regards to just some issues that I follow. And it's interesting to observe because it's just an energy that I'm seeing kind of forming and manifesting all around a particular individual. And I mean, that's why I don't really want to talk too much about it, because I think that this particular energy, I think it's deadly because it's intensifying. And I think that this energy has the intent to be deadly. So, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of think the more spiritual you are in this life, in other words, the third dimension, for some people, the fourth dimension, I think the more likely it is that you're able to reach through from the other side once you pass on. I personally don't think I'll have any reason to reach through from the other side whenever it is that I pass on, because I think whoever advertised Earth to me initially, I think that they engaged in a little bit of false advertising. Possibly. I think someone convinced me here to come here with, utilizing some false promises. Because if you have a choice, I personally cannot imagine that I would ever choose to visit this particular place. But then again, I don't know what other places are like. Maybe this is the place to be. You never know. You never know. Earth 2019. So, I will be putting this particular piece up for sale on Alexandra Originals.com. I don't know what I'm going to charge for it yet. I'm not going to make prints, I don't think, of this particular piece. No. No. This piece is just going to be one of a kind. No prints. Oh, duplications. No, nothing. My better pieces, I don't make prints of. Yeah, so it's just a little definition I'm adding. A little texture. Little something interesting. It's amazing how people can really disappoint you. You know? Really is. Disappoint, yet surprise, yet not surprise. Oh. You know how some people say that you should hold off on having kids? I think people need to start holding off on having sex. Really. Don't have to, but I think there's a reason why the element of virginity, the concept of virginity has been so heralded over the years. You just don't want to have sex too early in your life to where you won't remember, to where you won't understand why you're having sex, or I really think a person should wait until their brain is fully biologically developed, and that's the age of 25. I know that's a little unreasonable, probably, to many of you out there who may be listening, if anyone's listening. But I say, why not? Why not? Why not wait? I think that the younger generation coming up is going to wait a little bit because they have more access to other people's life experiences, at least more access than I had when I was a youngster. I actually understand why some people, at least before the rise of the internet, were such history buffs and into biographies and whatnot. Because history and biographies really teach you how to live life properly. Because history does tend to repeat. Life is about patterns. Life is about patterns. Sure as hell is. All right. Well, I might just leave this as it is because it's quite an attractive piece. Turned out very well. Very happy about that. It's always nice when you create something that you're pleased with. Yeah. I think I do know what I will charge for this particular piece. This particular piece is going to go for $450. That's how much this one's going to cost. So if anyone's interested in it, that's the price. $450. I think that's a good price for this. Yeah. Turned out well. Yeah, it's done. So thanks everyone for watching part two of this. It's an Alexandra original. I'm just going to put my little initials on the bottom. There. It's nice. Plaman. Plaman. Available on AlexandraOriginals.com. $450 if you want it in your home. Have a good night. Bye-bye.